country person, and Mario Deslauriers of Canada.
And here he is now. Medal possibility, because remember, there are 3 tied with 8 after 2 rounds. Conrad with only 4 penalty points, 1 knockdown in the first round. As he looks around and heads toward the first fence, Bill.
Well, if experience counts for anything and the ability to withstand pressure, Conrad is in a pretty good spot. His experience on the U.S. Equestrian team goes way back into my era. He was on the team with me that won the Nations Cup at Aachen in 1970. And he's made very quickly a wonderful relationship with this beautiful Trakehner stallion. Here's this critical fence. Can he jump the oxer with him?
Yes.
Oh, my heavens, how perfectly he rode that. There was a marvelous dynamic to the approach. That's been the most critical fence here. How badly Conrad wants to jump a clear round. It'll be the first clear round of this course, and put the pressure on the riders that follow.
The last of the triple, clear. Conrad Homfeld of the United States, 4 penalty points coming in, over 6.
And what a stylist. He's giving a riding lesson at the same time.
Really is.
He's going for broke, and he's going for broke in the most beautiful style you can imagine. I mean, people when working hunter classes not going as stylishly as he's going over this enormous course. A little risky there.
The water.
He
Now
pulls up.
2 fences.
And it's the first
There is a clear
round.
round.
And
No
Conrad
knockdowns.
has
No
a
time
4-fault
penalties.
total.
Conrad Homfeld now puts the pressure on the last 2 riders. Joe Fargas, his partner in a farm in Virginia, and Michael Whitaker of Great Britain. These are the medal performances. None better than Conrad Homfeld, and the fans are standing. And here's that other mare that Bill and I truly appreciate. Touch of Class is her name. She's 11 years old, 16 hands. At the withers or shoulders. And aboard is Joe Fargas.
Right. She's not a very big mare, and he's a big, tall person. But you ought to see the way he folds up on her. He jumps in his beautiful style as Conrad Homfeld does. And I must say, I know that it's not right to root, but I'm tired of being the only individual gold medalist, Chris.
Bill Steinkraus, 1968 individual gold at the Mexico City Games. First ever.
Big fence for this little mare. Ridden perfectly again. Ridden just perfectly. That's been the trickiest part of this course, but there are a lot of fences to jump yet.
Like the triple coming up. Looks like so little room between the 3 fences. Watch.
She jumps in very carefully.
2 rubs, but no knockdowns.
Oh, marvelously ridden.
And 6.
Little rub there. She's feeling her fences more than she was earlier in the competition, but nothing has come down yet. Oh, heavens. This wall comes down easily. They all come down so easily, Chris. It puts your heart in your throat.
Now the water. Little mare made it with now the last 2 fences. One more. Oh, and at the end, now we have a tie. His partner, Conrad Homfeld, with 4, who just finished. Now, Joe Fargas of the United States with 4. And the last rider is from Great Britain, Bill. And he had a clear round this morning like Fargas. Let's check it here as we come to the final combination.
Well, she jumped in wonderfully, and she's a little bit careless sometimes with the hind end and dragged the rail down with that.
It's very simple. If Michael Whitaker has a clear round, the last rider, he wins the gold medal. If he should knock down 1 fence, we will have a jump off.
3-way jump off.
3-way jump off for the gold. And we do have a couple of riders with 8s. 3, in fact. Gets hairy now as we look at this 24-year-old man from Stockport, Cheshire, riding Overton Amanda, another mare, 10 years old, bred in England.
Winner of the George V Cup 2 years ago. He's been under pressure before, but I don't know that he's ever been under pressure quite to rival what's happening
Bill,
now.
when you were in Mexico City, you had a clear first round, along with Marion Coates of Great Britain. Then the second round came, such as Whitaker and Fargus. Now to the second.
This wonderful mare. And Michael doesn't change his riding style. He's just going to do his thing. Look at her good, keen, alert expression. She rubs it behind, but it doesn't come down.
Now the sailboat. This round is for the gold medal.
Coming to that tough triple.
Now we have a 3-way tie. No, a 2-way tie between the two United States riders. Bill.
That was disaster for Michael Whitaker. Poor Michael. I really feel for him. That's such a...
But a jump off will take place here at Santa Anita Park.
That's right.
Today.
And guess what? A U.S. rider is going to win the jump off.
That's right.
What?
Michael Whitaker. The wall, the Liverpool took them both. And
Yes.
then a refusal.
British have to keep Ronnie Massarella looks in a kind of resigned expression. He's had good days and bad days before, and he'll have some good days and bad days again. I'm sure that Ronnie can take it in his stride. I don't know why she's struggling through this combination as much as she is, because she's got good scope. Otherwise, she couldn't have jumped that enormous oxer. But I really feel for Michael. I think it was no failure of nerve on his part. He's a wonderfully steady, cool customer under pressure.
Great Britain with 2 silver medals in equestrian competition, behind the United States in the 3-day event, and behind the United States in team show jumping.
She comes to the last line now. Has down. She really just has fallen apart in this round. She ends up with 28.5 faults. Well,
So what we have here now for the gold medal, 2 American riders, Conrad Holmfeld and Joe Fargus.
First, there was a jump off for the bronze medal. Heidi Robiani of Switzerland went clean and became the first woman in history to win an Olympic show jumping medal. Mario Delorier of Canada finished 4th, Bruno Candrian of Switzerland 5th, with Melanie Smith tied for 7th. Then came the jump off against the clock for the gold between the 2 Americans, Conrad Holmfeld and Joe Fargus.
And now Conrad Holmfeld and Abdullah, that 14-year-old gray stallion. And they've only been together since January.
that's right. What a good combination they've forged in those intervening months, however. From trial to trial in the Olympic trials, they went better and better and better. At the very first, I think Abdullah didn't really trust Conrad, but now his trust is obviously complete. I think they raised a couple of these fences because they're jumping off clear rounds. So it's going to be awfully hard to get a clear round, especially with speed being such an important factor.
5 fences to go. Conrad Holmfeld. There's Joe Fargus watching.
Oh,
And a fence is down. At 6.
you see how
4
critical the position in which you go can be in the Olympic Games. That does give Joe an advantage. He knows exactly what he has to do.
3rd course he's had to ride today. You'd think it'd get lost, but they keep the red to their right. The red flags at the fence. But even with that, you wonder. Joe
Turning
Fargus
back now
yet
to
to go.
the big combination at the end. Where does he dare turn to make good time?
42, 43 seconds now. Head to head, Holmfeld and Fargus. 2 knockdowns, 8, and the time, 51.03. 51.03 seconds with 8 faults. Here comes that mare that we love, touch of class, and Joe Fargus. head-to-head against his partner, his teammate.
And here is a round that I'm going to watch with so much interest, I don't think I can talk, Chris. You tell me what
I'll
happened.
take it over. Cleared one. This 11-year-old thoroughbred mare at Santa Anita. That's the one that Holmfeld knocked down. Or now he'll make the big turn to come to the fence. It was Mark II in the second round course. And then clear.
He's still got to jump this big oxer. This
Here it
big
is.
oxer is tough, and the last fence, 10B, is tough.
A rub? It doesn't count. He's still clear. 33 seconds. Now
got
the
away with
sailboat. She cut away.
She's just skimming over the fences behind, but she's leaving them all up, and she's doing it in a beautiful style. Where is he going to turn back to this big combination?
He's going to take a big bend.
He's going for the clear round. He's going to let the time take care of itself, and that's the smart move to make.
There it is, gold medal. The picture tells the story. Gold for Farges, silver for Holmfeld, bronze for Robiani.
The historic Olympic performance of the United States equestrian team, untainted by the Eastern Bloc boycott, was capped by the individual gold and silver medals of Joe Farges and Conrad Holmfeld. Tad Coffin congratulated them.
Joe, that was one of the best rounds I've ever seen, and the mare really came through for you. I know that we talked earlier about her being able to keep going on that wonderful streak that she's had with all those clear rounds, and she certainly came through for you in the end. It was thrilling to watch. How did it feel?
It was the most satisfying thing I've ever done in my life. The horse went perfectly. I didn't mess up. It was great.
Well, the neat thing about it was how stylish both of you rode. It was not only a thrill, but it was a beautiful spectacle. How did your round feel, Conrad?
Well, the first round I screwed myself up a little bit this morning. I was a little anxious. I was second out of the gate, and I caught one just stomping on the throttle a little too much. But other than that, I was plenty happy. I mean, I'm happy that I just got to the end of it.
The happiness of the United States equestrian team over its most successful Olympic Games in history is reflected in the face of Joe Farges. For ABC Sports, this is Jack Whitaker.